Hi, I'm Jason Parks of the Picton Gazette, and welcome to Wellington Dukes TV, the official YouTube channel of the Wellington Dukes. Winners of 12 of their last 13 games, the Dukes continue to stay hot as the weather turns cold. The locals took a pair of games last weekend and sit alone on top of the Ontario Junior Hockey League standings. Let's check out the action from last weekend. Wellington facing off with the Buffalo Junior Sabres on Friday night at S-Rock Arena. This game marked the first time the Buffalo franchise has visited the village of Wellington since the mid-1990s when they were called the Niagara Scenic. Wellington gets to Buffalo early in the first as Eric De Laurentiis fools Joseph Pianta with this changeup that beats him 5-hole. Wellington had a few good chances in the first, but were unable to build on their lead. In the second, the Sabres finally shake off the bus legs, and it's Darren McCormick getting it through a screen to tie it up at 1-1. But just over a minute later, Trevor Cope busts in on Pianta and restores the Wellington lead. Into the third period we go, and Max Mikowski is able to get in on Lucas Mikowski all alone, and it's a tie game at 2-2. But just 39 seconds later, Albert Gerdukis spots Joe McEwen alone in the slot, and it's 3-2 Wellington. Just over a minute after that, Luke Brown tips this Austin Broadhurst blast, and it's 4-2 Wellington. Very late in the third period, with the game almost over, Pat Egan will send a drifter past Mikelski to get Buffalo a little closer at 4-3. But with time winding down, De Laurentiis says, "I'll take a freebie," and he sends it into the empty net to make it 5-3 Wellington. Wellington Duke netminder Lucas Mikelski made 36 saves, picking up his 9th win of the season. On Saturday morning, the Wellington Dukes took part in the 10th annual Wellington Pumpkin Fest. The club climbed aboard the Wellington Rotary Club float and tossed candy to local children. On Saturday night, Wellington visited beautiful Port Credit Arena to battle the Mississauga Chargers, and Stephen Deeg got the lone goal in the first on the power play. In the second, Trevor Cope picks the corner on the man advantage rush and makes it 2-0 Wellington Dukes. Wellington defenseman Justin Bean puts a move on a Charger winger and blasts home the team's third of the night, and then Parker Wood will set up shop in front of Alex Lepore and tip home Kyle Patt's point blast to get it to 4-0. Just before the end of the second, the Chargers respond with one of their own when Corey Hayashi bangs home the loose puck to make it 4-1. Strange moment here in the third when Mississauga's Jake Harrison goes crazy and runs Deeg from behind. De Laurentiis comes over to help out Deeg, and Harrison gets the flippers off in a hurry. Harrison wound up with a double minor and a major on the play, giving Wellington a 9-minute power play. The Dukes make the Chargers pay on the scoreboard as Mike Soucier keeps it in, and De Laurentiis rips home his 11th of the season to make it 5-1. Wellington forgets about Vince Figliomeni, and the Chargers centerman gets a shorthanded one on the breakaway. But the Dukes continue to utilize the man advantage, and Spencer Turcotte bangs home Wellington's 5th power play of the game. Despite Wellington being well out in front, they still had some lumps to take as Tyler Cooper gets a 5-minute major for this elbow to Andrew McCann. Wellington wins their 13th game of the season 6-2 over the Chargers and lead the Ontario Junior Hockey League with 26 points. Wellington plays a rare Friday night road game this week, heading to St. Michael's College to take on the South Division leading Buzzers. On Sunday, the Dukes play their final game in the month of October, hosting the Pickering Panthers. Puck drop is at 7 p.m. at the S-Rock Arena. For Wellington Dukes TV, I'm Jason Parks.